Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, everyone, to another exciting deep dive on the channel where coins are more than metal, they are stories, mysteries, and sometimes unbelievable treasures hiding right in plain sight. Today I'm bringing you one of the most electrifying episodes yet, because we're taking a long, detailed journey into the world of United States coinage and exploring one extraordinary piece that hobbyists, treasure hunters, collectors, and everyday people dream of finding in their pocket change. Yes, I'm talking about the Liberty One dime, the 2000 Roosevelt dime that has shocked collectors across the country and stirred up massive excitement because of its astonishing value potential, with certain rare examples selling for as much as $114,000 in today's market. That's right, a tiny 10-cent coin that most people walk past, ignore, or accidentally drop under their car seats might actually be worth more than a luxury car, more than some people's yearly income, or even more than the down payment on a house. So settle in, get comfortable, and get ready, because we are about to unfold the complete story behind this incredible coin. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and join this amazing community of collectors and treasure seekers. And for all my returning viewers, welcome back, family. I'm so glad you're here because today is one of those episodes where history meets mystery, where ordinary meets extraordinary, and where a 10-cent piece becomes a jaw-dropping jackpot. Let's jump right into it. Now, before we talk about the shocking value, let's take a long and fascinating look back at the history of the dime itself and how this little piece of American currency evolved into the modern Roosevelt dime we use today. The dime has been part of the United States monetary system since the Coinage Act of 1792, making it one of the oldest denominations still in circulation. Its name comes from the French word dime, meaning 1/10, because it represents 1/10 of a dollar. Over the centuries we saw many designs, from the draped bust dime to the capped bust, the seated Liberty, the barber dime, and of course, the beloved Mercury dime designed by Adolph Weinman, which is still considered one of the most beautiful coins in American history. After President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away in 1945, the United States honored him by placing his portrait on the dime, partly because of his leadership and partly because of his famous work with the March of Dimes Foundation. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has remained the official design, and it is still being minted today. And throughout all those years, while billions of dimes have been struck, only a tiny fraction ever become valuable. The rare ones come from special minting errors, unusual striking conditions, low mintage runs, or anomalies that slip through the minting process unnoticed. That brings us to the coin of the day, the Liberty One dime, the 2000 Roosevelt dime minted in Denver. On the surface, it looks exactly like the everyday dime you probably have in your pocket right now. It features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left with the word Liberty on the left side of the coin and the date below. It is small, it is silver-colored, and it is easy to overlook. But what makes this particular year and mint so fascinating is the rare combination of minting characteristics and errors that can appear on certain examples. When one of these ultra-rare specimens surfaces, collectors go absolutely wild. Some varieties of the 2000 dime are known for dramatic strike errors, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, double dies, and other minting anomalies that turn what should be a 10-cent coin into a remarkable treasure, and that's where the magic happens. In recent years, certain rare examples of the 2000 dime have stunned the collecting world by selling for enormous amounts of money, with some exceptional specimens valued at an incredible $114,000. This isn't an exaggeration, it isn't a rumor, and it isn't a myth. When a coin has the right combination of rarity, condition, error type, and collector demand, its value skyrockets far beyond its face value. These rare coins are the hidden lottery tickets of everyday life, and they prove that history, metal, and minting can combine to create something priceless in the eyes of collectors. In circulation today, billions of dimes pass through hands, pockets, cash registers, vending machines, and coin jars. Yet among them, the rare 2000 Liberty One dime hides quietly, waiting for someone with the knowledge and curiosity to recognize its worth. That is why videos like this matter. The more you learn, the more prepared you are to spot a life-changing coin when you least expect it. And believe me, people have discovered these treasures in pocket change, in old jars, in forgotten drawers, and even in laundry machines. So stay tuned as we break down exactly what to look for, why these rare errors are so valuable, how the grading process works, and what transforms a simple dime into a six-figure collectible. And remember, every time you spend a dime, you might be holding a small piece of history worth far more than it appears. Today we are diving into one of the most surprising and most talked about treasures hiding inside everyday pocket change. Yes, you heard that right. We are cracking open the story of a small but mighty piece of American history, an unassuming coin that most people have touched without ever realizing what they were holding. I am talking about the 2006 P. Roosevelt dime, also known as the Liberty One dime, a coin that millions of people passed around casually, never knowing that some rare examples have skyrocketed into unbelievable value. If you love coins, hidden treasures, or stories about ordinary objects turning into extraordinary fortune, then today's video is going to blow your mind. So take a seat, get comfortable, because we are traveling deep into the world of numismatics, a place where history whispers through metal and where forgotten details suddenly reveal breathtaking value. This coin may look simple at first glance, but behind those small ridges lies a tale of the United States Mint, the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and a stunning twist in modern coin collecting. And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this journey, because the story of this 2006 P. Liberty One dime is overflowing with mystery, minting secrets, and the kind of market value that makes collectors' hearts race. Yes, you heard it right. Some examples of this exact dime are selling for an eye-opening market value of up to $24,000 today. Welcome back, my friends, because today we are unlocking the full story. From how this coin came to be, to why it is suddenly worth more than anyone ever expected, to how you can check your own money to see if you might be holding a life-changing coin right now. Get ready for one of the most intriguing coin deep dives we have ever done on this channel as we explore why the 2006 P. Liberty One dime is becoming one of the most sought-after modern coins in circulation. Without wasting another second, let's jump straight into the history, the hidden details, and the value that could shock you. Lengthy history of the Liberty One dime. 2006 P. United States coin. The dime as we know it today traces its origins back to the Coinage Act of 1792, when the United States first defined its monetary system. Over 2 centuries, the designs changed from the draped bust to the capped bust, from the seated Liberty to the barber dime, and finally to the iconic Roosevelt dime in 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing earlier that year. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and his founding of the March of Dimes organization forever connected his legacy to the 10-cent coin that now bears his profile. Fast forward to 2006. The Philadelphia Mint was in full production, striking hundreds of millions of coins for everyday commerce. Among these coins was the 2006 P. Roosevelt dime, created in standard clad composition with its familiar torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Although the design remained unchanged, 2006 marked a year when subtle minting variations, unexpected die errors, and limited high-grade survivors began to attract serious interest from collectors. Why did this seemingly regular dime become special? Because in a sea of hundreds of millions of mass-produced coins, only a tiny fraction came out with exceptional preservation, ultra-sharp strikes, or rare accidental die anomalies. As years passed, circulated examples wore down, but pristine pieces stayed locked away in rolls, sets, or forgotten storage. When grading companies later discovered the finest surviving specimens, the value of these top-tier coins surged dramatically. Today, the history of the 2006 P. Liberty One dime is more than just a continuation of Roosevelt's legacy. It serves as an example of how modern coins, even those produced in huge numbers, can suddenly become valuable when rarity meets condition. Collectors now search for specific high-grade versions, unique strikes, and scarce minting characteristics that make this dime stand out in the world of modern numismatics. Why some of these dimes are worth big money? Why even though the 2006 P dime was produced in massive quantities, only an extremely small number have survived in flawless, top-graded conditions. This is where rarity meets perfection. Coins with no scratches, full torch details, razor-sharp strikes, and perfect surfaces can reach astonishing prices at auction. Collectors call these premium examples condition rarities. As time passes, fewer of these high-line coins remain untouched, which pushes the value higher. Combined with growing demand for modern high-grade coins, the 2006p dime has entered the spotlight. While everyday circulated 2006p dimes are worth only 10 cents, exceptional rare graded examples can reach extraordinary value. The highest quality pieces, especially those with flawless finishes and specific desirable strike characteristics, have shot up in the modern market.